So you can see from an educational point of view, we
It's
did a risk assessment and passed it to schools a number of years ago, but they weren't happy about bringing the pupils down the access ladder. So that's why we're
I think our two would be a bit scared.
I've had my granddaughters down here, but I mean, they enjoy swinging off of things, you know. It's like Jane and Tarzan and things like that, you know.
It's amazing.
Because you can visually see the stuff.
Yeah, I've looked on, as you say, on the website. I've always looked at the pictures, and it's just amazing to be down there.
So one of these things that's you get the atmospheric effects, I suppose, for one of the better ones.
That's when we got here.
Are they polystyrene tiles?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're painted with stuff called Decatex, which is meant to be fire resistant.
Ah.
The problem we've got is because the post is quite damp, we're getting some of the paint starting to flake off now. And it's trying to stabilise it, it's very difficult. I mean, this post was built in 1964, 65, so you're really talking about something that's nearly 60 years old.
Mm.
Just like you.
Thank you.
We've got contacts with HM Coast Guard units at Ardrossan, Largs and Greenock. And what they do is they come down, usually twice a year. They were down in March, and they carry out a casualty recovery exercise using our access shaft.
Ah, okay.
So they have a dummy in here,
Yeah.
stretcher, and basically they come, I think 17 of them turned up earlier this year for exercise training, and basically did that. We've also had Skelmley Fire and Rescue up here as well, to do casualty recovery exercises. This is part of our kind of community outreach that we try and do.
So where did you go to the toilet when you didn't use the?
You had to run up the stairs.
Well, we had, you've got to remember, it was only for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And how can we say, there's local arrangements were made for the women observers who were here to go to one of the local houses.
Right.
If it was required. Thermal gear on, you know, thermal underwear and all the rest of it, because I used to find that the dampness came up through my feet. My feet and my legs and that. Plus the fact when we were here, there was no point slumming it, so I was out to the local takeaway for fish and chips and all the rest of it, the coffee and tea and all that kind of stuff.
Do you have to keep pumping out at all with the sump pump?
No, because we got lazy and we went to Largs later and bought ourselves a ship's or a boat's sump pump.
Ah.
We then connected it up to a float switch, and it's now powered up, so if there was any water got into the sump, it would automatically pump out.
Is it all collecting here, does it?
Collection there, that's always going into the sump. The notice on the toilet door, by the way, was not a MOD notice, it came from a Blackpool joke shop.
In case of atomic explosion, I like that, yeah.
Just in case you wondered.
This is brilliant, isn't
How thick are the actual walls, do you know?
I'd imagine probably
Like that?
about 12 inches or so.
Yeah.
The construction is basically, it's concrete base, they put shutting up concrete walls, concrete ceiling, then they basically use bitumen as a tanking, and then they put a brick surround on the outside of it as well, so there's concrete tanking brickwork,
Right.
and then backfilled it in.
Could you take a picture of me and Mark?
Yes, yeah.
Basically, await developments for one way of putting it. Frank will go through the instruments that they used and what they would have been doing, expected to do, but their primary role now was observation and monitoring. They had instruments that would detect detonation. They could measure its bearing, elevation.
This is the World War II post instrument, and it was able to provide them with the bearing of any aircraft, the distance, the
Wow.
number,
Yeah.
the height, and the type.
So is that an original one or a
Yeah.
One, yeah.
Oh wow.
And very few and far between.
Yeah. Wow.
And the posts were manned 24/7 during
Yeah.
the war, and they were actually called out a fortnight before the actual war was officially announced, so that they were obviously they were training, but they were called out early, so that they were able to start working with it.